Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.
My name's Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 10K subs. Man, boy, has it been a day. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You wouldn't believe the day I had if I just told you. If I didn't record half of it, this pillow is making it look ghetto and everything like that. Let me put this up a little bit. A little decorum. My last night in the A, everything like that. What's up? We already got 2 viewers in the middle of it. Who you with? Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. But yeah. So I missed everything, bro. This will be my first time. I tried to evade looking at All-Star starters and the voting for it and everything like that. But this time I'm actually going to, I guess, successfully evade watching All-Star starters and everything because I seen Leash. I seen Leash as a starter, and I've seen Paige Beckers as a starter. Everybody else, I have no clue. I have no clue who's starting. So this will be my first time seeing in real time who is starting for the All-Star game. We'll start with the starters, and then we'll go with voting and voting breakdowns and all of those good things. So it's my first time looking with you guys. I'm looking with you guys for the first time. I tried to ignore it, but it was literally everywhere until like NBA free agency started really kicking up. So we'll go here and we'll do it like this. Somebody else, they left a comment. They said, Rashad, we want to know since you and all the, and I didn't look at the comments. So I'll look at that in a second too. All right, here we go. Team Nafisa and Team Caitlin. Those are, okay, where are the All-Star starters? Okay, here we go. All-Star starters. Okay, all right, here it is. Aaliyah Boston, AB. Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier, Alicia Gray. Sabrina Ionescu. Okay, all right, Sabrina. Nneka Onwumike, Satu Sabli, the Unicorn, Stewie, and Asia Wilson. Okay, all right. Let me see my votes. Okay, so Sykes didn't get in. Let me see my votes. Because I screenshotted it the other day talking to somebody else. Because they were asking me who I have in my starting lineup and things of that sort. So I want to be able to pull that up real quick. Let you guys see what's in it. And we will go from there. All right, hold on. All right. Get this thing up. Airdropped it to myself. Okay. All right. Here was my list. I'm going to stop sharing so I can share again and show you guys my voting for this year. Okay. Bam-ba-da-da. All right. So who did I have in my vote this year? I had Nafisa Collier, made it. Asia Wilson, made it. Bree Jones did not make it as a starter. Jonquel Jones did not make it as a starter. Satu Sabli did make it as a starter. Stewie did make it as a starter. Brittany Sykes, Slim, did not make it as a starter. Alicia Gray did make it as a starter. Caitlin Clark did make it as a starter. Skylar Diggins did not make it as a starter. So instead, it was Sabrina Ionescu and Paige Beckers in the backcourt. And in the front court, instead of Bree Jones and Jonquel Jones, who were those two? Let's go back. Shall we? I'm going to stop cam. I don't know. Stop sharing. And I'm going to pull it back up. So it was 2 in the front court that I did not get. And it was Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston was one in the front court that I did not have. And Nneka Onwumike was the other one in the front court that I did not have. So, any surprises here? Paige Beckers was a surprise. I think she's having an all-star type of season in terms of numbers, individual. However, she has missed a couple of games. And second, like Dallas is just really bad as a team. That's why I personally didn't have her. It was like, dang, Washington's doing so well and Slim is averaging 25-5. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you just look past that. Okay, so if you look at Paige Beckers versus versus Slim. Hold on, I'm gonna pull her up. Give me a second. Pull up on ESPN. Paige is averaging 18, 6, and 4. And Slim is averaging, here we go to Slim. All right. I'm pulling up Slim stats right now. Slim is averaging 18, 4, and 4.8. So Paige is actually averaging more assists. But everything else is pretty much the same. Points is pretty much the same. Rebounds are pretty much the same. But Paige is averaging more assists. So, man. But who has played more games? Ooh, Paige has played 13 games. Slim has played 14 games. So they played about the same amount of games. Paige is averaging more minutes slightly, but all in all, still the same. So it's really like, at that point, who do you go with? I think you typically go with the player who is on the more successful team, who has won more, and that would be Slim. So I don't think it's egregious. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's egregious that Paige got it over Slim. I wanted to check it because I think at the time that I was voting, it was like, damn, what happening? We're gonna get the free agency. We're gonna get the free agency. And trust, you guys are gonna want to be here for birds and buckets this week. Because Hawks took over everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's paying attention to the Hawks. Mavs, y'all got D-Lo. We'll get to in a second. No fret. Y'all got D-Lo. But we'll get to it in a second. Hold on, let me put y'all up on the screen, things of that sort. But yeah. NECA over John Quell. Let me see NECA versus John Quell real quick. NECA versus John Quell. And then we'll break down the player votes, and then we'll get out of here to free agency, and we can run crazy with free agency. Okay, so NECA's averaging 17, nearly 8, 2 and 1.5 steals. And John Quell is averaging, she just got hurt. John Quell feel better soon. Okay, John Quell is averaging 12, 9. Can't lie, twin. Can't lie, twin. I get it. So there's that. I understand it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I understand it. Dan said that the wings, his wings, though they are struggling hard, Paige is certainly a great talent, 100%. I think Paige is having an all-star season. She's having all-star numbers. I'm just looking at, like I said, Brittany Sykes was kind of like, if it's her or Slim, you got to kind of go, I think, personally winning. And if Paige gets in as a reserve, Paige gets in there as a reserve. But, in terms of starters, I felt like this would have been a great opportunity for Slim. She's a vet. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many more opportunities is Brittany Sykes going to get to start in the All-Star game? Like, this was a very, very special chance for her to do so. And she'll still get in the game, but, it's just like little things like that with vets that I'll be looking at. All right. Okay, here's the voting results. Okay. Oh, they got them right here. I didn't even have to go to a different page. Paige was number 2 in the fan vote ranking. Of course, Caitlin was number 1. Media ranked Paige was number 5. So media had Paige as a backup. Fair. Media had Caitlin number 3. So media had Caitlin starting as well. Player rank. Paige number 4. Caitlin number 9 is crazy, bro. That's a lot. That's very telling. Like, because you had Paige number 4, but Caitlin number 9. Like, so you really thought that many more players, that many more of her peers are like, nah, we rather see Paige in the All-Star game. Paige is having a better season than Caitlin. That's kind of wild, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Weighted score. Caitlin was 3.5. Paige was 3.25. It's a shame that we didn't get to see the Clark and Paige matchup. Yeah, due to Caitlin's injury last week. That was in American Airlines too. Is it still American Airlines over there? Y'all didn't rename the arena. Yeah, that was a shoot. Y'all had everybody in that thing, man. Y'all had Cade in that thing, Cooper and Kyrie. The whole city came out, man. Leash was 7th with fans. Shame on you, fans. Number 1 in the media rank. Good job to the media. Good job to the players. She had a 4 weighted score. Kelsey Mitchell was 3rd with the fans. 11th with media, and 6th with the players. Skylar Diggins was 9th with the fans. Shame on you, fans. 4th with the media, and 3rd with the players. Kelsey Plum was 6th with the fans, 6th with the media, and 16th with the the players really don't like Kelsey Plum. Plum dog. Slim was 12th with the fans. Shame on you, fans. 6th with the media, and 7th with the players. Tasha Cloud was 14th with the fans. 8th with the media. 4th with the players. Jackie Young was 10th with the fans. Okay. 9th with the media. Okay. And 12th with the players. Dang. Front court. Fee was number 1 with the fans. Deserved. Number 1 with the number 2 with the media. Number 1, number 2 with the players. Asia was number 3 with the fans. That's kind of shaky. That's crazy. She wasn't top 2. 2 with the media. Number 1 with the media. Okay. Number 1 with the players. Stewie was 4 with the fans, 4 with the media, 4 with the players. Aaliyah Boston was 2 with the fans, 9 with the media, 9 with the players. So it was the fans that let her in. Neka Wumike was 9 with the fans. Dang. 3 with the media, 3 with the players. Satu Sabli, the unicorn, was 8 with the fans. Shame on you, fans. 5th with the media and 5th with the players. Angel Reese was 5th with the fans. Okay. 12th with the media. Dang. And 12th with the players. Dang. A little harsh, media and even though I didn't vote for Angel Reese, so I guess I'll part of the bottom, huh? Kiki Iriafen, 6th with the fans, 8th with the media, and 8th with the players. Respectable. Gabby Williams, 10th with the fans, 7th with the media, 7th with the players. AT, 13th with the fans. Dang. 7th with the media, and 6th with the players. Okay. So there's that. All right. Interesting stuff there, man. Let me see what these comments were saying. I got some comments while I was out. What does this say? Rashad, we wonder, since you and all the WNBA players and media don't think CC is the best player, and neither do you have her in your top 5 players, if she doesn't go for the CAB negotiation CBA in October, November, she is not the kind of player who's even in the top 5 list. If the URL would be okay with her not attending the CAB negotiations because she doesn't hold that high of a standard for you all, isn't it? So what would be URL's reactions if CC doesn't go for the negotiation? Will URL be fine with it, or URL hate her even more? Just asking. Because remember, according to you, she is not in that status of a player for you and all of you people, right? Which means URL now. Hey, use English, bruh. English, please. All right. Why Kayla's post failed to post? What does this mean?
That's for losers, man. I don't
Let me see. Scholarships is going. Wait, hold on, my bad. For school project, mentor young kids, bro. Mentor young kids. I don't know what you're talking about. What else? Liar. Oh, she talking about the driver. Let's see. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Let's get into it. NBA free agency. This is what y'all wanted. Crazy day, bro. Hawks took over. Hawks dominated the day, but we're going to go through the whole dang thing. And we're going to go. Oh, did Shams get a new profile pic? Don't tell me he got fresh for free agency now. All right, let's get into it, man. The Rockets were busy. What the Rockets? Oh, wait. Hold on. Y'all got to know. Like I said, oh, snap. They was talking LeBron on Sports Center. Oh, man, we eating today, baby. All right, let me tell you. I was out and about. So I tried to not look at my phone too much. I looked at it a little bit. I saw Luke Kennard, and I saw Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and I saw people say the Hawks are the early favorites in the East. I said, if too many people talk about you as you the early favorites in ABC, that means you're going to have a underwhelming season because the standard is too high. It's too high of a jump for the Hawks to go from 10th, and now everybody expect them to be number 1 off rip. See, the way the Hawks go is you underestimate them, then they come sneaking in, get to 1. Everybody expect them to get to 1. They ain't going to live up to the expectation. But we'll see what happens. I think they could get, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they can find their way to the Eastern Conference Finals, make a Pacers run, and then, contend in the Eastern Conference Finals. They might win. I guess that makes them contender on. Anyways, Gary Trent Jr. So he's going back to the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay. Trendon Watford is going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay. Early in free agency, Memphis got to work on keeping their guys, and Cole Anthony got bought out by Memphis. Oh, dang. Trendon Watford is going to the Sixers. Shout out Trendon Watford. Birmingham, Beham, stand up. This was crazy, bro. Jordan Clarkson going to the Knicks. That's huge for the Knicks, especially post Thibs. Taurean Prince is staying with the Milwaukee Bucks. Great career for Taurean Prince, bro. He's holding on. Mason Plumlee is going to the Charlotte Hornets. Was he ever on the Hornets before? Or is that Miles Plumlee I'm thinking about? Yeah, Clarkson on the Knicks is huge. If you had Thibs, bro, it would have been even bigger because that would have been like your 6th man, bro, which I think is an upgrade. All due respect to Campaign, but I think that's an upgrade from Campaign. Let me see. Luke Kennard to the Hawks. 1 year, $11 million. Gosh, Hawks had that money, won't it? French Pershing, Nigel Hayes Davis. See, Rashad, you need to start watching that overseas basketball. SSB in the building, man. Big day. We eating today, man. Basketball fans eating today. How we feeling, SSB? Hawks are busy too. Yeah, man. Nigel Hayes Davis. He's going to the Phoenix Suns. Okay. Shout out to Nigel Hayes Davis. Where Tyus Jones going? He's going to the Orlando Magic. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you, Chief. The Magic look good. I cannot lie to you. The Magic look good. I picked the Magic to go to the finals this past season. They didn't. Obviously, that didn't happen. But then they got Desmond Bane, and everybody like, Desmond Bane. I was like, they gave up 4 firsts. Like, why does nobody care? He said they need a 3-and-D guy. Okay, he's just a 3-and-D guy. But Tyus Jones, one of the best backup point guards in the league, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Both of them Jones brothers. Trey, hey. Shout out to the guy Trey. But yeah. Shoot. I'm telling you. Orlando, they won them ones. Nickeil Alexander-Walker went to the Hawks as expected. That's big for the Hawks. Trae Young hasn't had a solid backup point guard since Lou Williams. And before that, he had Rajon Rondo a little bit earlier that season, but it didn't really work too much. Rajon Rondo was 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then he had Jeremy Lin. That was like the last solid backup point guard he had. That was 2018, bro. And then when was Lou Will? Lou Will was like 2021. Trae Young has only had 2 like kind of dependable backup point guards his entire career in Atlanta. Brandon Goodwin had a couple flashes. He had a couple great games. Shout out to the Gwinnett County legend, Brandon Goodwin. But that just wasn't enough. Luke Garza is going to the Celtics. Okay. Celtics replaced KP with Luka Garza. Okay. Clippers. Oh, snap. The Hawks get the worst pick out of the Milwaukee Bucks or the New Orleans Pelicans. Brook Lopez leaving Milwaukee is crazy, bro. Brook Lopez leaving Milwaukee is crazy, bro. Dog, that's insane, dog. SSB says Houston looks interesting. Dan said the same thing, didn't he? Dan said the same thing, bro. Dang, I'm surprised. Dang, that's crazy, bro. Brook Lopez really left Milwaukee. I felt like he done been on the Nets in Milwaukee since. And it's crazy because he was drafted in like 2009. He ain't even that old, but he feels old. Karis LeVert go to Detroit. Clint Capella going back home to the Houston Rockets. Luke Cornett going to the Spurs. Dang, they done lost Cornett. Nah, Luke Cornett got 41 mil. It pays to be tall. Kevon Looney going to the Pelicans. Pelicans got them a little squad, man. The thing about it is, I felt like fans always wanted a big over there. And then Missy, he blossomed. And then Mirotic, he turned out to be pretty good for them this past season. They had Kelly Olynyk, and then they traded him. Who they trade Kelly Olynyk? Oh, they traded him to Washington for Jordan Poole, I believe. Yeah, Looney, yeah. Looney's leaving. Yeah, Looney's leaving, bro. Oh, Dorian Finney-Smith? Dorian Finney-Smith went to the Rockets? Bro. LeBron about to leave, bro. Chris Haynes talking about he ain't gonna leave. Bron leaving, bro. Didn't they say the Lakers' whole destiny depended on if Dorian Finney-Smith was staying with the Lakers? Crazy. The biggest question is what happens with LeBron. The buzz is he can ask for a trade, bro. Dan. Okay. All right, we got a Mavs fan in here. Dan, SSB and I was talking about this last night. Would you trade Cooper Flag? Because I feel like Cooper Flag is your only asset to get LeBron James. Would you trade Cooper Flag for LeBron James and go all in for the championship right now, as opposed to a 20-year run with Cooper Flag where he becomes the next Dirk Nowitzki? And you could win a ring with Cooper Flag, like, say, 15 years down the line type deal. Yeah. D-Lo went to the Mavs. Dan said he wouldn't do it, bro. He said he going with Cooper Flag. He going for the longevity. So there it is. So y'all ain't getting LeBron. That is what it is. So LeBron got to go to Golden State. Golden State ain't got nobody trade for him. If you the Lakers, you going to trade LeBron James for Jimmy Butler? No. No. So I don't know, bro. LeBron might be stuck off the strength. What's the package you going to package together for LeBron James? LeBron's stuck, bro. I mean, Cleveland could put together a package, but I don't think they're going to do it. Flag is a generational talent. I don't want a one-year guy in LeBron. I think if y'all do it, you know what I'm saying? If you do it with anybody, you do it with this team. With AD, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, all the old dudes, you do it this year. You know what I'm saying? I think so. Looney could have been an asset for the Lakers if he was still on Golden State. I ain't trading Kevon Looney and Jimmy Butler for LeBron James. Plus, you got to give up a lot for LeBron, Rashad, too, like Clay, Gafford, Martin, Hardy in the first. That's that whole dang team. Y'all gonna have the Fort Worth Mavericks out there. It's gonna be AD, Kyrie, and the Fort Worth Mavericks. That's what it's gonna be, bro. And LeBron James and D-Lo. That team ain't winning nothing. We seen how D-Lo and LeBron already work. We seen it already. Hold on. Let me put on my hoodie, bro. It's kind of cool in here. Give me a second. But yeah, man, we already seen how that look. So Looney leaving the Warriors, it's a bit surprising. Because like y'all say, Looney been on the Warriors since the beginning of time, but you know, those rumors have been there. Where y'all think hold on. What do y'all think happens with Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga. Where he goes? Is he staying? Is he going with the Heat? Where's Kuminga going? I don't know. Dan said we don't want LeBron in Dallas, but D-Lo is low-key solid. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. D-Lo, I guess for because you got to think it's pretty much like a rental holding it down for the first half of the season until Kyrie comes back in February, right? I think for that, D-Lo is solid for someone who could hold down the fort until February. You know what I'm saying? And then be a backup. Like, I think that's a great backup for Kyrie Irving for sure. SSB said, here's one fantasy, but it will never happen. LeBron to the Spurs and Popovich coming to coach him with Wemby and CP3. Yeah, that ain't happening. But who do you trade? Oh, well, I guess on the Spurs actually probably have some pieces that the Lakers will want. cause they going with all that stuff, right? The Lakers, because they going with the young people, right? And they don't have any draft picks. You can get a bunch of players that's like a draft pick over there in San Antonio. When you get the Devin Vassell and who else? They got a bunch of them wings, them young boys, Keldon Johnson, all them boys and stuff like that. So I think San Antonio will have the assets to make it happen. That's a good move for Dallas. D'Lo gets too much flack because he's mid, bro. I mean, respectfully, like D'Lo used to be cold. D'Lo used to be him. Now he's inconsistent. I think he's just a mediocre mid-range type of, you know what I'm saying, middle of the pack NBA player, in my opinion, right now. Big Nate is going to be a signing and trade with JK. Jimmy, Kaminga. Oh, yeah, Kamunga. It's crazy I getting tongue-tied saying this man's name. Dan said, Rashad, if you look at the roster when healthy, Dallas could be a top 6 team in the East. I mean, in the West. Kyrie, Clay, Flag, AD, and Lively back in the starting 5. D'Lo, Christie, Najee, Marshall, PJ. Dang, I keep forgetting y'all got PJ. And Daniel Gafford is a solid bench. But y'all got them bigs, won't it? D'Lo, Christie, Najee, Marshall, PJ. Dang, I ain't gonna lie, that is a solid bench. That's a solid like second 5, dog. Defense, y'all got defense in there. Y'all got Christie to score, you know what I'm saying? Slashing and swooping in and dunk. He's just young and athletic. D'Lo can score sometimes, when he feels like it. Najee Marshall is a solid piece, solid rotational piece. Daniel Gafford is a defensive anchor, and PJ is just a solid piece as well, solid backup power forward. Plus, they have Brandon Williams, Jaden Hardy, Caleb Martin, Max, and Powell as third string dudes. Yeah, Jaden Hardy, out of all those guys you named, probably the only one the only one worth something, to be honest. I see Dallas a lot because, I'm in the Southwest. I'm in the Southwest Division now, so I see them. I felt like I watched Dallas about 3-4 times in the span of a month in like February, bro. So is Giannis staying? Dog, see, that's the thing. Brook Lopez on left. So who you got next to him? You got Kyle Kuzma. Well, we ain't finished going through all the moves. We ain't. So SSB, let's see what Milwaukee get first. Let's see what they get. If they get something else, because you done lost Chris Middleton, you done lost Drew Holiday, you done lost who else they done lost? Now they done lost Brook Lopez. They keep Bobby Portis, and they bring in Kyle Kuzma. Boy, if I'm Giannis, shoot. But look, you have to say, man, if you're Giannis, you stay for 20 years through thick and thin, you get a statue because you won a championship, and it's forever your city. You've done more than Russell Westbrook has done for OKC. You've done more than what Kevin Durant has done for OKC. You brought them a championship. If I'm Giannis, I'm staying off the strength of loyalty has always been my brand. I've always popped it about not having to run and join other teams. And you won before. I know it's frustrating you not winning right now, but you won before. I think it's some of the system that D'Lo's been a part of. You think of why he's been inconsistent? It's because his systems. I don't know, bro. I think after a while, like, you are who you are. Like, D'Lo not young anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, D'Lo like my age, bro. So he a whole vet. Like that whole Nick Young situation. I was like a freshman in college. I've been out of college 8 years. Dallas stays young too. Oh, you saying if they don't get LeBron? There's a rumors Ayton could go to Milwaukee, but the Bucks don't have the money to afford Ayton. Shoot, they kind of need him to replace Brook Lopez. I ain't gonna lie to you. What SSB say? Adam Silver should be smart and move on from LeBron in terms of NBA marketing now. Yeah, I mean, that should have been pivoted, but like, I'm with everybody else. I'm with everybody else on the conspiracies. I don't think they really wanted to fully embrace the international players as the faces of the league, bro. Because Giannis should have been the face of the league because Giannis is funny. You know what I'm saying? When he did the nuggets like the next day at the Chick-fil-A, he funny. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic, entertaining. He's got a great nickname, the Greek Freak. He like one of the faces of Nike. They passed up on that. Jokic, same thing. Jokic does things we ain't seen a big do since Wilt Chamberlain, right? Okay. On top of that, he downplays the entire job like it's just a job. It was funny. He's from Serbia. He didn't really care about the flash and everything like this. Uh, they didn't make him the face of the league. Now you got SGA, smooth. You know what I'm saying? He got the braids. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Happy Pride Month. You know. And I was joking. But like, you know, he got the aura. He got the whole smooth thing. He got the nice little IG captions, things of that sort. He do the fit pics in the tunnel, everything. He a smooth player. Shot is butter. It's automatic mid range. They didn't want to make him the face of the league. They didn't want to make the big three the face of the league. Joel Embiid could have been the face of the league, but he took himself out of it by, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately being 7 foot and moving like he moves. A 7-footer with that size, that weight is not supposed to move like that. That's why the Joker always hurt. So they couldn't make Embiid the face of the league because he always hurt. Wemby should have been the face of the league. I think Wemby is a future GOAT. I ain't even gonna hold you. But Wemby is difficult for him to stay healthy because the Joker's so tall. It's really difficult to be healthy at that height, bro. Yao Ming, Embiid, like when you that tall, bro, is crazy. Dan, ain't no way in the world you can get LeBron James to Golden State without giving up Jimmy Butler. It's over with. You probably got to give up Jimmy Butler. And if I'm the Lakers, if I'm Rob Pelinka, I'm gonna be petty. Oh, you want to go play with your friend Draymond? I'm gonna trade Draymond to the Lakers. Yeah, give me Draymond or it don't happen. Because LeBron just want to play with Curry for real. If LeBron asks out, Golden State is gonna come calling because they have assets to make the LeBron trade work. I'm not trading Jonathan Kuminga and Draymond Green for no LeBron James, bro. That's over with. Can you realistically make him the face of the league? Realistically, when the history of the NBA has that happen? Oh, foreign players. Nah, it ain't ever happened. That's what I'm saying. But they're going over the top of like not making an international guy the face of the league, bro. Which is like crazy to me. It's crazy because it's like if the best player, international player, and you know what's the craziest part about it? I feel like if it was Luka, they would have no problem with it. I feel like Luka just gets all the push, the Magic Wonder Boy. He gets all the commercials. Luka get it all, bro, and he got it from the jump. But Luka was kind of, I don't know. Buddy got traded. Buddy out of shape. Buddy don't play defense in the biggest games. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets getting Cam Johnson for MPJ for an unprotected was a big move. Oh yeah. So wait, hold on. So the Nuggets. Well, I guess I'll see the details later. So the Nuggets, they gave up an unprotected first for Cam Johnson. I don't see. To me, that's a lateral move. Cam Johnson must be like cheaper, but him and MPJ darn near the same player in my opinion. Let's see what SSB said. I don't think the NBA view Giannis, Jokic, and others as the face of the league. There was a large gap post Jordan in the 2000s. After Jordan, we had Kobe, but him having the torch was in a short time. They waited for LeBron to come. By the late 2000s, he was the face of the league. I think Kobe was the guy until I say probably like, because when Kobe went to the Redeem team in 08, it was like a big deal. Yeah, they gave up an unprotected 2032 first and MPJ to the Nets. That's overpaying in my opinion, bro. That's overpaying. You gave a first rounder and MPJ. First of all, MPJ is better than Cam Johnson. Salute to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson just less problematic, bro. He just less problematic than MPJ. MPJ, you know, you got to deal with, is he going to do something stupid? Because he got a history. You know MPJ, first team all stupid. Him and his brother in the stupid Hall of Fame. So you got 21 mil right here, then 23 mil. Let me see what MPJ is making, bro. Michael Porter Jr. But yeah, in my opinion, it was, you know what I'm saying, the Muppets year where people was arguing. Is it LeBron? Is it Kobe in 07, 08? You know what I mean? Everything like that. But I still think, bro, you still got to give it to Kobe until dang. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm biased. I'm a Kobe guy. When it was Kobe versus LeBron, gosh, Lee, look at this. It's ridiculous, MPJ. MPJ getting 38 this year and 40 next year. And you gave up a first? The first must have been like, we ain't taking on this contract. And they said, we'll give you a first for it. That's the only way, because goodness gracious. He making darn near 20 mil more than Cam Johnson. I wonder how they made that money work. Just took on a thing. By Miami, LeBron was officially the face of the league and KD was coming behind. The decision was when 2010, July 2010, I was at Al Horford camp at the time, bro. I was 15. Just crazy. It was one of them things where you remember where you were. It's like Michael Jackson passed in 09. When LeBron made the decision, you remember where you were, bro. I remember that whole summer, dog, or that whole couple days. Like, it was rumored LeBron was going to go to Chicago. He didn't. He didn't go to the Knicks. He didn't go to Chicago. He chose Miami. And the day before, Wade and Bosch was on ESPN SportsCenter smiling, and they knew what was going on. KD was right behind. KD was right behind LeBron, I say about 2012. 2012, it was officially LeBron, the face of the league. KD is taking a back seat. Kobe's the elder statesman. Murray, Brown, Johnson, Gordon, and Jokic is a good starting five. I mean, you pretty much, if you're the Nuggets, you didn't lose anything. Cam Johnson and MPJ, the same player. If anything, Cam Johnson plays better defense than MPJ. Yo, Rashad, that Rockets starting five is going to be legit, no lie. Van Vliet, Cam Whitmore. You got Cam Whitmore starting? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm scared of any starting five that's starting Cam Whitmore at the 2, excuse me. Dorian Finney-Smith, KD, and Şengün. I don't know. Nah, wait, hold on, twin. You got Cam Whitmore starting over Amin Thompson? Amin Thompson is him. Not gonna lie to you. Amin Thompson is him. Jabari Smith can still do some things. I think, shoot, if I were you, I would have Van Vliet at the 1, Amin Thompson at the 2, Jabari Smith at the 3, KD at the 4, Şengün at the 5. That's my, and I agree. That 5, I'm going with that. I'm rolling with that, Dan. If we could roll with that, we could roll with that. That's my 5 for it. Hold on. I'm going to look at Cam Whitmore, bro. You said, Amin Thompson is good too, but Whitmore is a good backup guard. Yeah. Now, let me look at Whitmore real quick. Nah, I can't go, bro. Salute. But Amin Thompson is starting, bro. No Jalen Green. Amin Thompson is definitely starting, bro. It is what it is. That's already written in stone. And then I'm going to have Jabari Smith at that 3. Push him up. He been in the league a couple years. It's time to get his wings. Push him up in that starting lineup next to KD. People want him to back up KD. Nah, we going to start him, bro. That's what we going to do. Throw you in the 5. Who's the best defender, though? Who's a better defender, though? Brooks or Dorian Finney-Smith? Shoot. I feel like Dylan Brooks. He got the 3-and-D label on him. But I remember when that man Steph just toyed him, bro. And Steph, I understand that's Steph, Rashad. That's Steph. I can't get that scene out my head. I've never seen Dorian Finney-Smith get cooked like that defensively, bro. Never seen him get cooked like that defensively. Jalen Green needs to be careful. He could be out the league within 5 years or less. Yeah, man. Once you leave that first team that drafted you, it gets a little dark. Bruce Brown is going back. Dang, Bruce Brown going back to the Nuggets. Okay. KPJ. Hey, KPJ's got a weird case. Why is he around? So he going back to the Milwaukee Bucks. So they said we gonna bring you back. If I'm honest, bro, I'm like, bro, y'all on some BS. Dang, Ty Jerome went to the Grizzlies. So they replaced Luke Kennard with Ty Jerome. I ain't gonna lie, that's a solid replacement. Dan said there's rumors that Devin Booker could get an extension from the Suns. Okay, all right. Oh, for Kevin Durant. Oh, he ain't coming home, Nate. That's over with, bro. He's at CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, Marcus Smart, Chris Middleton, and Sadiq Bey. I ain't gonna lie to you, Nate. Everybody from Maryland can't play for Maryland. Everybody from Maryland cannot play for Maryland, bro. What are the Grizzlies doing, though? The Grizzlies, the only thing I'm tripping with the Grizzlies, I think they gave Jaren Jackson Jr. like a crazy buku money. I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen it for myself. I'm just going off of group message reactions where they said, what? They gave JJ what? Brooks overcommits too much and his foot movement is laterally slow. So SSB got him too. SSB got Dorian Finney-Smith over Brooks defensively as well. Ty Jerome is good. Ty Jerome is a solid guard, bro. What are the Grizzlies doing? They lost Luke Kennard. They had to get someone. Well, get those cats off my team. I'm trying to rebuild. They're going to help you rebuild. CJ was on the Pelicans last season. He was playing most of the games. I think he played like 60 games, if I'm not mistaken. Ty Jerome is a good player, but you traded away Bane and got KCP, Cole, and 4 firsts. Exactly. You got 4 firsts. 1 first round picks, the Pelicans traded a first to the Hawks, and people thought the world was going to end. Got 4 firsts, bro. Denver giving up that unprotected first to the Nets has to be like it has to be okay. MPJ, he getting 20 more million darn near. Then Cam Johnson, y'all take it first. We'll give y'all first to sweeten the deal. That's the only thing I can think of. Here's D-Lo. We got Dallas in the building. It's a good Photoshop job right here by the ESPN team. 2-year, $13 million. That ain't bad at all. Trey Jones. Hey. You think MPJ asked out of Brooklyn? You think he gonna Ben Simmons it? I need to see Ben Simmons and MPJ on the same team. But to answer your question, MPJ's already got a ring. I think if anything, MPJ would like to play with Trey just because of their history. But the Hawks, shoot, it's getting kind of packed for the Hawks. I don't think MPJ would. If anything, with MPJ asking out, the thing holding him back is his money. Buddy getting 38 this season and about to get 40 next season. You think he gonna ask for a buyout? No, sir. I ain't giving y'all back no dang $10 million to get out my deal. Keep me in here for the next 2 years. We lose, let it ride. Bronco Nation, let's ride, bro. They gave D-Lo a player option. If he has good numbers with Dallas, he could opt out and get a bigger deal next summer. Yeah, D-Lo's just there for a rental. Y'all know that until Kyrie gets back in February. And then he'll be a good backup for him. The NBA is going to be fun next season, bro. I don't even remember this many moves. I don't remember the last time we seen this many moves, bro. You got Jake going over to the Lakers. Oh, yeah, LeBron out of there, bro. Cam Spencer. He's coming back to Memphis. Wait, is he going back to Memphis? Where was Cam Spencer at last season? Cam Spencer was last on the Grizzlies. Yeah, I thought so. He was last on the Grizzlies. All right, hold on. Paul Reed, a.k.a. B-Ball Reed, is going back to the Pistons. Okay. Pistons shoring it up. Dorian Finney-Smith going to the Rockets is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They was praying for Dorian Finney-Smith to stay over there. Santi Aldama, 52.5 mil. But them tall boys is getting crazy money, bro. What in the world? I'm disappointed CP3 might not want to be in math, but Dallas probably asked CP3 like, hey, bro, you want to stay in Texas with Flag, Kyrie, Clay, and AD? It's crazy, bro, because CP made the most sense for y'all. And I think everybody in the basketball world knew that, but CP was like, bro, for me, it's all about the family, dog. I was surprised he was even open to wanting to stay with San Antonio. New CBA makes teams have shorter contracts and more player movement. Unless you're OKC or the Spurs or even Boston, to a certain extent, you draft players. No dynasty, in my opinion. Thank you, SSB, for that reminder, bro. Because I'm like, dang, I don't remember this much movement like in a minute. I was surprised CP3 not chasing rings. He did when he went to the Warriors, and I think he didn't like backing up Steph. He didn't like being a backup point guard. Excuse me. And after that, he was like, I just want to hoop. They asked why he went to the Spurs after that so late in his career. He said, bro, I just want to play, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I had to rank the Texas teams right now, it's Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. Let me think, bro. Because all three of the Texas teams got something to look forward to. San Antonio at some point has to put it together, bro. Have to. I felt like that a vet like KD would have done it. That's why everybody wanted KD, right? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Dallas, bro. I'm gonna go Dallas over Houston, dog. I'm gonna go Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. Right now. Day'Ron Sharp signed 12 mil. Sharp done signed for 12 mil, bro. Dang, Joe Ingles only signed for yeah, bro. I'm looking at it like this, dog. Like, respectfully. Wait, hold on. First of all, respect to Houston being what was a 2-3 seed this season. Salute to them for that. At the same time, bro, like, not to sound like the people that KD go after and everything like that, but KD, like, he ain't had no type of impact, bro. It's empty calories right now. Like, but he putting up 25 in year, you know what I'm saying? What's this year? Year like 18, 19? Excuse me. Year 19? It just is kind of like, it's plateaued, bro. It's plateaued to me. So I think like Houston kind of like flatlines. Like what you seen from Houston last year is what you're going to see from them this year, in my opinion. I think Dallas is just a much more exciting kind of group. And then you name that backup five, I think y'all backups five is better than Houston's backup five. And you know how important depth is for real. Then I said, okay, I see how you throwing down. Joe's selling elite. This what Josh Hart said. He said, when is someone just going to get him out of here? It's crazy Joe Ingles signed for $3.6 million, and these dang centers that ain't worth nothing but being 7 foot plus is signing for 36, 45 million. It's crazy. This money's crazy. KD's biggest hit to his legacy will be his leadership skills. I think it's really just blowing that 3-1 lead, and then, you know what I'm saying, joining the team you beat. Excuse me. Here a second. If I'm Giannis and LeBron, they need to ask themselves this question. Do I have enough to compete for a title and enough rings to be the GOAT? Giannis, I think Giannis can stay, bro. Giannis can stay in Milwaukee because it's like, this is going to sound disrespectful. I don't think Giannis is talented enough to be the greatest of all time. I think Giannis is talented enough to be one of the greatest to ever play. Top 15 player all time, top 20 player all time for sure. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, I don't think we'll get to the point where we like, yo, Giannis over Shaq, Giannis over Akeem Olajuwon. I don't think we get there, bro. That's just me personally. LeBron definitely needs to ask that question though. He definitely has to ask that question. But it's funny because he's like, he said rings don't count. Like he said rings don't matter in the GOAT conversation. That's what LeBron said. He said it like last week. We was all there. We were watching the Castanet stream. He said that on the shop with Tom Brady. And now he won a ring. He won another ring. He wants 5. He wants 6. He wants 7. I don't get it. Zaire Williams signed for 2 years, $12 million to return to the Nets. And that's yesterday. All right. Let me see. So what did I miss? What did Shams miss here? Giannis is like a Shaq. His game is based on force. He could be the greatest ever. Maybe even top 15, but not the GOAT. 100%. 100%. Giannis is like Shaq, but Shaq is better. Like in terms of overall, like I got Shaq in my top 10. And I probably got Olajuwon number 11. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Nico Harrison and I see LeBron probably going to force himself out of LA, I would not go into calling for his services because you're going to give up too much depth. 100%. In that case, then I'll put Houston back over Dallas for Texas team rankings. I want to watch this LeBron thing, but I know ESPN and Disney's going to they're going to wipe this live. Y'all going to be like, what happened to the live? Disney. I got to think of Chris Haynes talking about this thing, though. All right, hold on. Hopefully. See, that's another one, though. That one is from dang NBA TV, Turner. Turner could be tweaking, especially now that they on a, you know what I'm saying? Dang. But I'll watch these later. I'll watch these off thing. Okay. I'm yawning. It's 2:42. I think I'm gonna put a bookmark in NBA free agency talk. We'll revisit it tomorrow. We'll revisit NBA free agency tomorrow. I know I called it pretty early, but we're gonna move it. But Chris Haynes was pretty much just saying he spoke to Rich Paul, and he said he hasn't demanded the trade yet. This was obviously before free agency. And what else did he say? He said, here it is. No trade discussions. There have been no trade talks with the Lakers. People have been speculating certain teams that he might be interested in. I'm told all that talk is false. There has been no extension talk. And there it is. Rashad, there's rumors that the Mavs want to bring in Exum too. Man, Dante Exum hasn't done anything productive on an NBA court since like 2011, bro. No, I'm good. It sounds like Ben Simmons, dog. I'm good, bro. Exum too, but they gotta want to trade away Hardy and Omax to dump salaries, but nobody wants them both. Nah, we good off that, bro. All right, shout out to Dante Exum. I ain't going, bro. The only Aussie I trust right now is Dyson Daniels, bro. Aussie. Shout out to Andrew Bogan. Shout out. You know, I don't want to say shout out, bro, but y'all know, bro, that just got that deal with Chicago. It's Chicago. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. I'm going to move on, man, because I'm yawning. I need to move on and finish this live pretty soon. So we're going jury deliberations in the trial of the Diddler.
That is happening inside.
Oh, hold on. Let me pause this. Some of us have seen and know what's up. I hope you accept that you were wrong when they release everything. I agree it's tragic, but attorney and family should chill out with the lies. Oh, they just don't like black people. Okay. Here we go. The Diddler. If LeBron asks out, I do not want him in Dallas. I don't think a lot of teams like it's like he wants to go play with Curry. But like The Warriors don't have nothing for him, bro. Oh, we got Jonathan Kuminga, bro. No. We got Jonathan Kuminga and Jimmy Butler. For LeBron James, no thank you. No thank you. We'll see trade deadline time. We'll see what happens then. Because if you know LeBron ain't going to come back, right? Around trade deadline time, you probably be desperate for anything, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. Malcolm Brogdon.
Out of the federal courthouse. Let's bring in Court TV legal correspondent Kelly Craft. Kelly, you have the latest on this jury note. It sounds like.
What didn't say? If Golden State gives up a lot for LeBron, that's going to deplete their depth more. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I think the only team, SSB and I were talking about this last night, the only team that has enough for a LeBron package is Cleveland, ironically. And I don't think Cleveland wants to stop their progress of becoming a young team with a solid foundation, with this identity post LeBron James, the very man himself. You could, you know what I'm saying, win a championship with that team eventually. If you keep knocking on the door, you can win a championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And if you bring in LeBron James, that kind of ruins and slows down all of that progress. That's what I think. But Cleveland has the most pieces because they both have Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. So you can move one of those guys and still have another guy. You can move Darius Garland and still have Donovan Mitchell. You can move DeAndre Hunter and still have, I don't know who else you have, but on the wing, you still probably have a decent guy on the wing, you know. It just is what it is. Jared Allen to the Lakers for Luka is not happening. Hate to tell you, buddy. The Jared Allen would be for LeBron James. LeBron James. Luka ain't getting traded again. Lakers, if the Lakers had to choose one, if LeBron gives them an ultimatum and says choose one, they're going to choose the kid every time. They're going to choose the kid every time. All right, Diddler.
It's like there may be already some infighting inside of that deliberation room.
Well, hi there, Julia. Such an interesting development in the federal courthouse behind me. So it was just around 1 o'clock. There started to be some movement, and we began to hear that there was a juror note. So, of course, when that happens, everyone hurries back inside the courthouse to hear what the note is going to be, what it's going to say. So everyone began to gather. It took about a half hour, a little bit longer for everyone to make their way back into the courtroom, the attorneys, all the parties involved. And then
100%, Dan. Every team is going young over LeBron James when it comes to LeBron James. That's why I say Cleveland, I feel like they're the only team that could really do it because they have so many two solid players at each position. Now, on the wing, I don't know who you have because Isaac Okoro's gone. You have DeAndre Hunter, but Okoro's gone. Karis LeVert, you traded him for Hunter. Who else do you have at the 3? I don't know.
we heard what the note said. The judge read it aloud. We have a full screen made for you so everyone gets a chance to see exactly what the jury note said. It says, we have a juror number 25, who we are concerned cannot follow your honor's instructions. The foreperson then asked to speak with the judge or that particular juror be interviewed. So what do we know about juror number 25? We know he's male. We know he is a scientist. We know that during the jury selection process that he had told both sides that he had seen that hotel video in which Sean Diddy Combs is seen assaulting Cassie Ventura. This is inside the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. He had said that.
What Dan say? And I'm pausing, by the way, because this is Turner. This is literally a TV broadcast clip on the internet, so got to break it up. Anyways, Mitchell, Garland, Wade, LeBron, and Mobley is a small ball 5 lineup with no big man. Yeah. I was talking about this with a friend. He was talking about Onyeka, and he was like, the Hawks needs a real size. I was like, bro, no, they don't. Like, Onyeka rebounds are better than a lot of the guys that you consider traditional bigs and everything. So this type of logic is the reason why Yusuf Nurkic is still employed by the NBA.
He did see that.
Diddy team didn't handle this well. I do think it's weird that a juror is already saying like, hey, can I get this? I don't know about this. I don't know about
that video. And he also said, Julia, that he had formed an opinion about that particular video. But then he was very clear that he was able to set his opinion aside to be able to go forward and have a fair, impartial look at this entire case. But now we're having a situation where this same juror now, according to the note that was just sent out, is not following those instructions. And so what did the judge end up saying? How did he handle this situation? He sent them back and said, you are supposed to follow the jury instructions. Go back and continue deliberating. So that is where we stand right now, Julia, with that big development here in court. How that's going to proceed, we'll have to wait and see, because if you have a juror that's unwilling to follow instructions this soon in, of course, that's a big disruption. When you have to go through such a long, the jury instructions are huge in this case. And if you have a juror who's unwilling to go through those and participate and really give a thoughtful, deliberate process in regard to deciding a man's fate, that's going to be an issue. We'll have to see if there's any more developments in regard to that. I know we also have a jury full screen. We can just kind of tell you in general more about the jury. So, of course, this is a 12-member juror, as usual, and they have to come up with a unanimous agreement in order to find Sean Diddy Combs guilty of these charges. So we see that here. This is 12 jurors, and we also can kind of go through and tell you a little bit about what that makeup is when we have the jury here. So we have 8 men on the jury. So there are 8 men on the jury. There are 4 women on the jury. Of course, this particular juror we're talking about is a man. This is juror number 25 that we were talking about earlier. We also have a further makeup that we can share with our viewers, in which we can tell you a little bit more about the racial makeup of the jury pool as well. 4 women of color. So there are 4 women of color on the jury. Also 2 men of color on the jury, and 6 white men, excuse me. So that gives you a little idea of who is deciding this case. The alternates were released this morning. But Julia, just such a major development so quickly in. Obviously, as you know from covering all these trials all over the country, as you have for years, when you hear a jury note, it gets pretty exciting, and everyone wants to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and a note like this, Kelly, this is huge. I mean, you mentioned the alternates got sent away. We may have to call them back in order to replace one of these jurors if it comes to that. I know you're going to keep us updated. Thank you so much for that report from outside of the federal courthouse, Kelly Craft.
Interesting, bro. I want to see if there's another video on this, just to make sure. Nah, I need to check Lauren's page, bro. Shout out to Lauren holding us down this whole trial. I'll give it up for Lauren calling, bro. The Diddy reporter, my Diddy goat. She was on with Act. Crazy. Act had the hand around her waist. I think she is a wife, bro. That is insane. No, I don't see no ring on her arm. But AK kind of wild for the pose. Yeah, she ain't doing it.
Hi everyone, it's day 32, I believe. The United States versus Sean Combs. Whew, really quickly, the jury got all of their instructions this morning, and the case is officially in the jury's hands. So they voted on a 4-person, and this was around 11:48 a.m. And the jury split around 11:30 a.m. So by 11:48, they decided that the 4-person would be juror number 5, and he's a 31-year-old white male investment analyst from Connecticut, and then we were called back in because another note was given to the judge, and what's going on is a little interesting. The judge read the note, and it said, we have juror number 25 who can't seem to follow Your Honor's instructions. Now, what does that mean? We're not so sure. They need more information. However, they are a little bit nervous, and when I say they, I mean the court, the defense, the government. They don't want to know any of the nature of maybe which way this person is thinking. What, like, what, it's very vague, but they kind of want to keep it that way. So the government proposed, please explain the nature of why you can't follow the instructions. Is it lack of willingness? Is it lack of understanding? And then they had a whole bunch of legal jargon there. And the defense wanted it to be just a lot more simple, saying, hey, you just started, we don't want to lay out all these possibilities, just kind of work through it until you can't. And I'm paraphrasing here, but the judge gave both sides just a minute to try to draft something up, and the government drafted something. And again, it was very long-winded. I couldn't even get all of it on my notes, but either way, the defense was like, no, we don't want that. And the judge was kind of like, okay, you guys, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to work it out yourselves. Come back to me with a proposal here, and then we'll send the note back to the jury and they can continue their deliberations. So I am actually going to run. I'm going to run to DJ Academics, to his stream. So I'm going to go on with him and discuss the case and be on verdict watch with him, which will be really fun. So, but on the way there, I will update everybody via Twitter or YouTube with the judge's decision on how this note should come back. Sorry, I have gum in my mouth. That's why it sounded weird. All right. So I will be with you for this week sporadically for the verdict watch when I have news and information.
All right. So what y'all think, man?
And really quickly, juror number 25, he is also a white male, age 51. He has a PhD, and he, I wrote down he liked opera and science and classical music. So again, apparently.
You keep on running, girl. Those glasses are sharp on you, ma'am. On madam. So what y'all think, man? Like, when do y'all think we're gonna reach a verdict? You think it's gonna be today? If today was Monday, I think probably they have to reach one by Friday, right? Like you would think so, because they probably want to get it done before the 4th of July, right? And the 4th of July is Friday, so I think they will want to get it done by Thursday. I think we get a verdict in by Thursday, bro. It's about to get real, man. The baby oil is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, hold on. Okay. I want to watch a skit, and then we'll watch one last thing, and then I'm out of here, bro.
What's gayer than a Republican?
This is from Dan Carney. This was the end of Pride Month, and this is straight boyfriend takes his bi girlfriend to the Pride Parade.
My name is Dan Carney, and I am...
Oh, wait, hold on. The way you are putting the information about the race, it makes it sound like the whites are against Diddy and the rest have sympathy for him. Oh, the way they're putting the information about the race of the jurors and stuff like that. Yeah, it does sound like it, don't it? It does. It's a white man. He can't follow the orders. He had an opinion, but he can... Yeah, definitely. We'll just see, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I have no type of prediction. You just have to see by Thursday. I think we find out on Thursday, bro.
I am the straight boyfriend of a bisexual woman, and I'm here with her at Pride. Do you think that I would be a top or a bottom?
Oh.
And I want to show her that I care. Excuse me, would you mind taking our picture? She didn't even want me to come. I insisted. Thank you. Thank you. This is your day, it's our day. We are a team. We are a queer. She gets tired. You're leaving. Okay. Okay, I'll hold down the fort. Just because I'm heterosexual doesn't mean that, I can't celebrate too. I mean, my girlfriend's bisexual. I feel like that makes me an honorary member.
I'll kind of be homophobic.
Of the community.
Let me show you something.
Oh, okay. Somebody gave me a little piece of candy, and it's making me feel very light. Only if someone does one with me.
Oh, sure we will.
Yeah? Who wants Jello shots? I feel very warm. Oh, wow, he's tonguing that thing, but in a good way. Jealous, am I right? The people here are amazing. I will take that as constructive feedback.
Thank you so much.
This is my favorite day of the year.
Okay,
Next year, I'm coming back a bottom.
Okay, time to go.
You're bottom. High five.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
These type of guys are looking for attention. I thought when I first watched it, I ain't gonna lie, I was cracking up. And then I looked back at it again. I was like, oh, it wasn't as funny as it was the last time when I was like looking at the first wave. No, make some, you miss some. It is what it is. I'm a wine person. I would never take Jello shots. The last thing, man, is Cash versus Flight, bro. I don't know who won. I think the score was 11-7, and Cash said that Flight got better. So I want to see this jump. These are two of the legends in the game. I want to see how it went, bro.
Let's go. On jump. What it do, Flight?
Bro, I ain't never seen Flight shoot like that in my life, bro. I ain't never seen Flight shoot like that in my life, bro. Off top.
TC. Flight team stand up.
It's you.
Hey, man. We got a special so fresh and so clean guest, man. You know what time it is, man. Say.
Y'all already know what time it is, bro.
So rebounds.
Rebounds, dog. You know?
Why you doing this?
What you want to do, man?
Bro, that's the only thing I've been thinking about all night. Do I want to do rebounds or possessions? Let's go. All right, let's go. Hey.
Oh, okay. Game to 11, rebounds, 1s and 2s. Win by 2, clear everything. If I win, Cash goes ball. If I lose, I have to admit that he's better at 1v1 than me.
You know the punishment Cash got on the line?
Yeah, I will shake my head. You know, minimum word. Let's go get to it, bro.
Like that.
You want to shoot?
Yeah, I shoot football. And we got 2 refs on the sideline. Or kind of. All right, let's shoot for ball.
Dang, what the heck? White hitting the rim already?
Oh, my goodness.
Take that, sir.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, hey, yo, hold on. Hold on to him. Not the triple threat. Not the triple. Oh. Oh, they called the foul. All right. Because, you know, Cash was like a football player. He said I was set. This is crazy, bro. He went off the glass. Off the glass. We played football in our neighborhood, and we played just for keeps. Man, got to, man. It was the good old days. I was watching somebody hoop the other day, and I was like, bro, I really miss hooping, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I might do it again. Like, for a hoop session, I just go out to the park with a basketball just to feel something.
0-2, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, that's Cash move right there. Right under the basket, like I said, he hooped like a football player. Facts. That's it.
Blocked by White.
Oh my, bruh, ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. Bro, this man Flight actually got good at basketball, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It still look ugly, but it's going in, bro. And at the end of the day, if it goes in Tyrese Halliburton, it goes in Tyrese Halliburton. What the hell? Flight got better, bro. I ain't never seen Flight play like this. Cash. Diddy. Oh my God. What the heck? Lefty.
Well, let's get one time out.
Yeah. chick up. Okay. He gonna do the jab again, the pump again. Pump it up. Oh, Cash was that. That's a shot. I'm about to beat him. Oh, don't move that pivot. Don't move that pivot. But then say, who would win in the game, of course, LeBron and KD. Remember when KD was in horse? Like, do y'all remember that? When the NBA had the horse team? And KD, like, won it? He won the first edition All-Star. I think KD will win, bro. Like getting tired. Gotta keep driving on it. And one. Football. Oh, he missed. That's what we doing, bro. How you taking it back out here? Oh, for three. That's for three. Side step. KD and Hook can be over. Y'all don't remember that? Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. I am gonna pull up the video because my day said it now. But it was a thing, bro. I'll pause this real quick. Y'all remember this? When KD won the horse trophy? Like, it was a thing. I think he went against like Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson made it pretty far. I think he made it to the finals, and then KD ended up winning. He actually won horse. Yeah, SSB said he won. See, I roll with SSB because he be remembering all the old.
Hey guys, now right here was a little bit strange. I ended up having an eyelash in my eye, and I was trying to get it out with my other hand, and just wasn't able to happen, and I ended up losing the ball.
I didn't get away too bad.
Right. This LeBron versus Curry. Oh. There we go. There we go. 3 up. Dang, Flight did all that just to be 3 up. Oh. Oh, snap.
Wet like water.
Uh-oh.
It's starting to rain, Flight.
Uh-oh.
It's starting to rain. It's starting to rain.
Uh-oh, 3 in a row. Oh. That's how he's running.
You gotta make 3 in a row.
Yeah. Oh, in and out. Oh, in and out side step is crazy. There we go, fight. Oh.
That ain't your June, nigga. You
That
wish.
shit last year, June Flight. You wish. Go.
Let's go. Uh-oh. First step. Ooh, pump. Oh. Wait a minute. Get him up in the air. Push him on the hip. That's the foul. They ain't call it. He made it anyway.
5-4. 5, right? Yeah.
Gotta go 5. Of course. Come on, catch the block in, bro. Man, dunk on him. Come on, Cash. What are we talking about? I step LeBron for SC3. Rick. Here comes Curry. Wow. Cash, he getting tired, bro. He needs to pick up the ball.
Play like the shoe curator right here. Travis Scott? Yeah.
Oh. Hey, give me that left hand.
Y'all get ready? Stop.
Hey, they made call carry. What you doing?
There wasn't no carry.
Almost caught it.
That's crazy.
Come on, bro. Let's go. Hey, nice. Push that. Beat him. Use this. Trying. Oh, move. Inspiration.
That ref right here about to get held to comments.
What's the score? Hey, off, fan. Oh, there we go. Left hand, no. Clear it, flight, burn. Oh, he's tired. He's tired. I'm tired already.
No.
Breathe.
Cash.
Hold
up.
What score? 7-4.
7-4, yeah.
Look at him. I don't got nothing. He up.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. Uh-oh. Pivot. Uh-oh. Come on, Cash. Come on, Cash. He said red. Hold her. Nope. Oh, give me that step back. There you go. They built a city. There it is.
What is it, 5? Yeah.
5.
What is that? You said I'll probably school these. I don't know. I ain't hooping years, bro. That's the thing. It's like, okay, yeah. When I was like, you know what I'm saying, in 8. You know what I'm saying? When I was hooping once a week. Yeah. Now, no. These boys probably better than me because they play more. They play more frequently. And then Cash is strong too. So I had to beat him from like just pure jump shot. Oh. Wedgie.
Right now, I'm sitting up. It's an instant. Right here, I'm supposed to be a.
Hey. Cash. Cash. Oh. He tried to end it right there. Years ago, I was at state with my basketball team and we won the gold medal. Hey man, shout out to Dan, man. Dan said he could take these boys. Oh yeah, that's a big foul. Foul them all over the body, bro.
Good recovery though, but shit, heck. Relax, man.
Man, I want to see Dan hoop.
No harm. Whatever.
I want to see SSB hoop.
I know y'all see me grabbing my left calf. Remember, grade 1 calf strain all June.
Yeah, that is hilarious, bro. 808 midi. Oh my god, come on, bro. SSB said he's terrible. I could, but my offense would be slacking. My defense is still good overall. Like I said, I ain't hooping for years, bro, so I would be sad. Give me that. Maybe not Flash, Play or Cash, but still not good. I think Cash is decent. Fly got better, bro. Fly is like an actual draftable player on NBA 2K now. Hey, rocking the sleep in and out, in and out. Okay, in and out, in and out. Okay, bring him back out.
Look at that. It's wide open. I'm getting.
Them boys tired. I feel it. I can relate. It's 316. Roll the 10K sub. Come on, man. Let's game it. Guys. Uh-oh. Between the legs. Crossover, step back. Behind the back. We get it right back. We can add the ball like LeBron James. Oh, yeah. He doing the FE3. Oh, there he is. Bro, he really hoop like LeBron is hilarious, bro. He watch way too much LeBron. That's it. Our coach told us one thing though. He told us we play with heart, effort, and solid
Gotta do
defense.
it, man. Catch the better one.
Win a lot of games. 100%. Like, that's life, bro. You can have all the talent in the world, bro. Effort's gonna get you further than talent. Every single time. That's a life lesson. That's why when people were saying like you don't have mentors, I said the coaches are the mentors. Like, because coaching is mentoring essentially, sports. But all right, y'all boys. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, Cash moves just like LeBron, bro. Like he did he brought the ball out, he did the and then did the look at it, if you do he literally hoops like LeBron. But yeah, I'm getting out of here because I was already falling asleep probably about with 50 minutes around, and I was 30 minutes after that. So I'm getting out of here. We got some work. Peace, SSB Dan. Great talks. We out of here. This is a road to 10K subs. If you're new to the channel, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night, have a good day whenever you're watching this. Nobody else told you. I care for you. I will be back tomorrow because I stream each and every single day. Peace.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.